In this video, I will go over the 7 steps that will let you know that you are ready to buy a home in 2021. Hey mamas and friends, my name is Sasha Latrice and I am the founder of For Single Mamas. I connect with other moms through this platform with the sole purpose of supporting, inspiring, and motivating mothers to reach their highest potential while figuring out life one day at a time. If you would like to join our community, please hit the subscribe button below and let us know what content you would like to see in the future. Now let's get into the video. So you feel like you're ready to buy a home. Let's see if you are. When I started to consider buying a house, I quickly realized that I did not know where to start. Who do I speak to? How much do I have saved? What's the process? So I went online and I entered in a search for how much home can I afford, which I'm sure a lot of you guys did as well. The only downside to this is that calculator is not 100% accurate. So I'm gonna go over the 7 sure signs that will let you know that you are ready to buy a home. And here's step 1. You have a steady income. Make sure that you can show documentation of your stable income. Self-employment is one of those things that can be very unpredictable compared to a salaried position. If you are self-employed, make sure that you're knowledgeable of what you'll need to verify your income amounts. Lenders will love to see that you have a steady flow of income. This ensures that you're dependable and that you are able to pay back your mortgage loan. So you want to be realistic about your search. When you enter in your income in those search bars, they will tell you that you can afford a mansion. Don't believe that. Make sure that you know what your income is and that you have a realistic approach to the home that you can afford. Number 2, make sure that you have a low debt to income ratio. Your debt to income ratio calculates the percent of income that you're able to pay towards your debt. So if your debt to income ratio is too high, lenders are less likely to move forward with the lending process and you have just wasted your time. So just make sure that you are not spending more than 50% of your income on debt. So the actual debt to income ratio will depend on your lender, but knowing where you are ahead of time allows you to make the necessary adjustments. So when I say you're not spending more than 50% of your income on debt, make sure more than half of your income is not going towards car payments, another mortgage payment. Just make sure that you have income that is freed up and that you can move around. Number 3, you know exactly where your credit stands. Don't apply for any new credit during this time. And make sure that you clean up anything existing on your credit, as your credit will be paramount. Your credit determines the type of loan you may qualify for, your trustworthiness to the lender, and your loan interest rate. So your credit is going to determine how much you pay ultimately once you have your mortgage. And also before you get your mortgage. Your credit score does not have to be perfect, but make sure that your current score has been consistent. It does not look good to a lender when your credit score has been fluctuating. You're at a 650 today, but last week you were at a 500, and now 2 weeks from now you're at a 700. So lenders like to see a consistent credit score. That shows that you're not considered as a risk to them. You're not applying for any new credit. There's no financial need, no financial losses. This is very important to the lenders. And, mainly they just want to make sure that you're not making any careless financial decisions, and your credit score would be the determining factor in that. Number 4, you saved for a down payment. It is recommended for you to save at least 20% of the home costs as a down payment. However, let's be realistic. A lot of single mothers, a lot of families in general do not have 20% to pay down on a home loan. So there are some loans that will only require 3% of the home purchase. So for example, if you are looking to purchase a home for $200,000, this will require you to have a down payment of $40,000 if you're paying at the 20%. If you're going to pay at the 3% down payment, you would only need $6,000. But please remember that you will also need to save for your closing costs. And this can range to another 3 to 5% of the home selling price. So just make sure that you have money saved and put away for the sole purpose of purchasing your home. Number 5, you have done your research, girl. So just don't wait until you find a realtor to familiarize yourself with the home buying process. This is something that you want to be familiar with on your own. You don't want your realtor to teach you everything. You want to be aware of the process before the realtor says anything. That way you'll have great communication going back and forth, and it won't be the realtor trying to get over on you. It won't be you looking like a deer in the headlights when something is mentioned. Familiarize yourself with the terms that go with home buying. Familiarize yourself with the process. Become a lot more knowledgeable, just so you're not caught off guard when it comes to, I guess, the time frames or, any terms. Make sure that you understand what conventional means, FHA. Make sure that you know what fixed rate means. And it's also important to interview real estate agents to find your best fit. And don't forget to compare the mortgage lenders as well. Always compare and contrast. I know sometimes family and friends will recommend a realtor to you, but just do your research and see who is the best fit for you. Number 6, you have a top 3. So you have narrowed down to at least 3 areas that you would like to live in. Research these areas thoroughly, considering the schools in the area, parks, taxes, shopping, any leisure activities. Just make sure that you know where you want to live, because it's not fair to you or the realtor to have to drive around everywhere, back and forth, up and down, north, south, east, west, because you don't know where you want to live. You don't have a clue. You don't have an idea. It's not for the realtor to figure that out for you. It's for you to do your research and know these areas. Because the last thing you would want is for an area to be recommended to you, and as soon as you move in, you're getting robbed. Number 7, you have a well thought out plan. So not only will you need to prepare for moving expenses, cosmetic fixes, but you've planned for emergency repairs. Keep in mind that you no longer have the luxury of calling the landlord to make any fixes for you. We're past those days now. You're a homeowner, honey. So with this well thought out plan, don't wait until the month of your lease ending to start your home search. You'll be homeless. If you are renting, make sure you start your home search within a time frame that allows an easy transition. So, for example, I'm going to give you this. Your lease ends on July 31st. You will need to start your home search at least 2 to 3 months ahead. This is at the least. Your closing date will usually be scheduled 30 days after your offer. So once you find a home, your closing date, the date where you will actually sign all the legal documents and the home is yours, is usually 30 days after your offer. But it could be 60, it could be 90. I'm not sure. I guess it would depend on your specific process. Just make sure that you estimate your closing date will fall sometime before your lease ends. This way, it allows you a smooth transition into your new home. This will eliminate so much stress from the homeowner process. I assure you, I can't tell you how many people that I know that have bought a home and waited until the last minute and had to move their items out of their apartment into their mother's home until they close on a house, and you just don't want it to be you, girl. So, all in all, if you've taken all the necessary steps that I have told you about, then congratulations, honey. You are ready to start the process of purchasing your first home. But please make sure that you contact a mortgage lender to get pre-approved or pre-qualified before you start your search for your dream home. Because I can assure you, We all can't afford the mansion. We all can't afford Lake Bailey. So please just know where your financials lie and what you can afford. That way, you won't look crazy when you start your home search, when you're looking for this $500,000 home and your salary is saying $100,000. Okay? Thank you guys. If you like this video, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Also, make sure that you subscribe to my channel for single mamas. And please leave some comments down below. I would like to know what you guys think of this video, what you guys would like to see in the future. It would help me so much. Thank you guys. Have a great one.